Right then, so on the inside, your boiler release valve, just while we come off that, is just underneath here. So that yellow switch, give that a flick. Any water that's within your boiler will drain and release. Again, if you're not using it in the winter months and it's going to get cold, good practice to drain your fresh tank, your waste tank and the boiler. In terms of control panel, if I push this, you will get all the power off, so you will get no lights, you'll not get any power from any of your sockets, so that requires to be on. This is a shut off switch for the lights. Press that, you see how they go off, so you can still have power running, but you can have all your lights off. But again, as you can see, they do have their own individual switches like so. This light is for the awning light or habitation light outside, which we've seen on the first video, the nice LED strip light. That's for your water pump. You need that on for water to come out of your taps, shower, and for the toilet to flush. And then this is just your levels, so you can press this. So at the minute you can see we've got the leisure battery chosen, and we've got a temperature of 29 degrees, very warm day. Press that, it's just going to show you the power on the leisure battery. You can keep pressing and it'll come through all the different temperatures. You can adjust hours and minutes for time. Shows that we're plugged in and we're charging the leisure battery. Vehicle battery, that's also charging because we've got the solar charging that one, and you can see that you've got 25% in your fresh and 0 in your waste. And you can change leisure to vehicle battery just there. Now for your solar panel, nice and simple. The off position is in the middle, but you can choose for the solar to charge your vehicle battery, or you can choose it to charge the leisure battery. This is your main power supply unit. Fuses are just here, and they're all listed what they do just there. And in here you've got your flip switches. Nice and simple. Your heating and hot water, so it's the Truma iNet system. So this button will select and you twist to scroll through the options. Now these are your main choices here. The one with the thermometer in the motorhome is your thermostat for your heating system. You can scroll all the way up to 30 and all the way to an off position. Thermometer dipped in water, twist across, that's your hot water. So you can choose eco, which is 40 degrees, hot, which is 60 degrees, and boost. If you come in and you want it to get hot from 0, choose boost. This one, gas bottle and electric, self-explanatory. You can choose the source of power for your heating and hot water. So off-grid, you can use gas. If you're plugged in, you can use electric 1 and 2,000 kilowatts. The more power you use, the faster things get hotter, but you are using more electric. And you can use a combination of mix, which is gas and electric. Gas and electric 1,000 kilowatts, gas and electric 2,000 kilowatts. If you're on site and you've got access to electric hookup, you're mainly going to use electric. If you're off grid, you're going to use gas. And if you want things to get hotter faster, you can use the combination of gas and electric. Nice and simple. This is for the fan speed. At the minute, the heating is off, but when that's on, I can scroll across to the fan. And you've got eco and high. Just like your blowers in a car or on the cabin, low would be sort of 1 and 2 and high would be 3 and 4. That's just for your heating system. So again, if you want it to be low level noise, you'd have eco. If you want it hot, fast and blowing out of your heat vents are located around the motorhome, then you would have it on high. Now when there's no heating or hot water on whatsoever, when you click on this, it will give you an option to vent, which is again just like recirculating air. So if it's a bit hot, you can circulate the air in the motorhome. These bottom ones, you can effectively set a timer for your heating and hot water, so you can have it come on in a certain number of hours. This one you can adjust the actual time settings for your clock, and then you can adjust settings in here. That plug just shows that the motorhome is aware that we are plugged in, and this top section just shows what is currently on. So we've got the heating and hot water on, off gas, and we've got a low fan speed. Nice and simple. To turn this on and off, you just push and hold, and that will turn off accordingly. Your fridge is a 3-way fridge. Push and hold this to turn it on and off. It's currently on gas. If I want electric hookup, it's this one. gas, it is self-igniting, it'll go click, 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 and it'll ignite. Or you've got vehicle battery. Vehicle battery is just there to maintain the temperature of the fridge, so if you're going a very long distance, then get it cold on gas or electric first, and then you would hit vehicle battery to keep it cool. And that's just temperature, least coldest, and coldest. Nice and simple, but we have got hot water, you'll see that tomorrow. But again, obviously you've got gas coming through the system. Don't know if you can see this, but it's red hot. You've got steam coming off of that. So nice and hot. But everything's all tickety-boo, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.